everybody, hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kriti and this is another fun Friday videos with critical comedy. The reason why I'm super happy is because now we are a family of more than 500 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you and a big thank you for subscribing to my channel. It gives me so much inspiration to keep going and keep creating content. So a big thank you once again. And now let's get started with this week's video. This week I want to talk about impressive things about Denmark. And what is different and special about this week's video is that I have got inputs from expats living in Denmark for this topic. We have a Facebook group called Expats in Copenhagen where we talk about anything and everything about Denmark. And I thought, why not get inputs from expats who are living in Denmark? What do they think about this topic and if they want to share their points? And I was so impressed to get so many comments on my post. So now my list is ready with 7 impressive things about Denmark which I want to share with you all. And point number 7 is my favorite. Let's get started. Number 1 in the list is trust factor. Now whenever you talk about good things about Denmark, things that are impressive about Denmark, trust factor will always be on the top list, and I'm so happy that somebody mentioned it in the comment. And one comment was how goods can be put in front of the stores, easy to grab, but no one does that. How you can forget your wallet and phone in the bar and still find it there 2 hours later. And this point which you notice here in Denmark, like people have created their own small stalls with things to sell, but there is nobody standing there selling stuff to you. You have mobile pay number or maybe a small jar where you can put the money. And this is the trust that whenever you're taking the stuff, it is like buying. So you take the stuff and you pay. My personal experience with trust was when I got this idea to teach Bollywood dance here in Denmark when I was doing theater. And I just talked to people. I just told them that I have this idea about teaching Bollywood dance. I'm not a trained Bollywood dancer, but coming from India, I have this craze and I've always created choreography. I've learned by watching online, and I got my first assignment by my school teacher, and she told me that just come for an event and you can teach us Bollywood dance for half an hour. And I was so excited to get that work. And when I went and I taught them some easy and fun steps, and when I saw people enjoying so much, I was so happy. The trust given to me by my teacher was so uplifting for me that it opened a new door for me to teach Bollywood dance here in Denmark. Number 2 in this list is digitalization in Denmark. Now, did you know that for 2 years in a row, for 2017 and 2018, Denmark has been named the most digitalized country in Europe? And one comment was, I find Denmark's digitalization of so many services to be hugely impressive. You barely use cash here in Denmark. We have so many apps taking care of our day-to-day activities. We have mobile pay, we have e-box, apps related to health services. We have Corona Pass now. The yellow card, which is the health card, is also your library card. We also have NEM ID, which gives you access to platforms across public and private sector. Number 3 in the list is kits. Now, I don't have a first-hand experience, but I knew that this is a very good point to put in the list. Few comments were the most kids-friendly country I have ever been to. Kids playground in every corner here in Denmark. a place for children to play in every pharmacy, mall, library. You will also notice a lot of times that kids along with their teachers are outside. They get on the bus together, they're crossing the road, they are just in the park, and it looks like the entire class is outside and they are being taught in the park. Number 4 is maternity leave. Again, not a first-hand experience, but definitely a good point to include. One comment was 1 year maternity leave that you get. So after the first 14 weeks of maternity leave, each of the parents has the right of parental leave for 32 weeks, and the parental leave can be divided in Denmark, and parents also get paid, not a full wage, but definitely they get paid. Childcare in Denmark costs 3500 DK for babies, and as they get older the price drops for school children. So it's pretty impressive that this area is so subsidized, and also with the time, because they cover from 7 a.m. in the morning till 5, so both parents are able to work. Number 5th in this list is S-Train. When you come to Denmark, S-Train will impress you, surprise you, shock you. It was also impressive for me to see such a huge space for bike parking, that you can take your bike along in the S-Train. But this point mentioned in the group is really wonderful to tell you guys. It is the ramp system in S-Train, so that a wheelchair bound person have the freedom to use public transport. So in the local train here, the first coach has this manual boarding ramp. So if you need assistance, you signal the driver, and the driver always makes sure to check if somebody needs assistance, and the driver comes out, helps you get in the train. You tell also the driver that which station you want to get down, so that you can get the help again to get down. That is really impressive. Now number 6 is related to work, and this is a very wonderful point mentioned by a career coach, and she mentioned that Danish work culture have something unique and impressive. It is called Bear. I will write it down, which is screw up beers. But in workplace they also do it with cakes nowadays. And the beauty about this, that mistakes are celebrated with cakes and jokes. So it's like, it's okay if you make mistakes, as long as we can laugh about it and we are open about it. And I went to the website which is like queerbear.com, and the definition written there is so funny. A beer served by someone who messed up in the form of a liquid apology. And it says that invented by Vikings, 11th century, exact year unknown, but probably in the evening. Number 7 is my favorite, because I have consolidated quite a few impressive things about Denmark mentioned in the Expats in Copenhagen Facebook group in one place. So let's again get started with this one. The long days in the summer, leaving babies outside the cafes in their strollers while parents are inside. This was shocking for me. Having a cup of coffee. Totally agree. Green areas everywhere. Being able to forget how to speak Danish even though you live in Denmark, because everyone speaks English here. Standard of living. Now the next one is quite funny and impressive. The comment was the number of different things with licorice. Their ability to hide licorice in places you wouldn't expect to find licorice. Bread, cakes, ice cream, chewing gums, toothpaste with licorice. Savory food, cosmetics. Very open and non-judgmental people. No hierarchy at work. Freedom of movement thanks to cycle lanes. One point was things work. It's like things work here, If you come from a country where things don't work or not very well, you appreciate that. Where people swim in the sea all year round, this can be shocking or impressive. Good taste for design. Bikes, the pant system where you give the bottle back and get the money. The bike air station. Electric bike, the easy going people. Never ever saw before people in the park with wine glasses. Definitely impressive. The pension system, safety, raising your kids, free healthcare, buses that can lean down. It is very impressive when you see that for the first time. I love the supermarket sales and efforts to reduce food waste. So many strangers have been kind to me. And at places, beer cost less than water. I think that's a good way to end the video. So much for watching today's video. 7 impressive things about Denmark. Go share it with your friends and family, and do write your questions about Denmark in the comment. I will be covering a lot of topics about Denmark in my future videos. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you next time, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. This is Critical Comedy signing off. Bye bye.